Hi, welcome to day 3 of the photo challenge, 7-day photo challenge. I am in Elam Woods. I'm standing at a crossroads and I'm kind of thinking, what way shall I go? And I end up just standing here. Anyway, I should put it on the screen for you. Nature details, Thomas Heaton style. Find a natural setting, forests, park, beach, and focus on capturing intricate details of nature. This could include close-up of flowers, leaves, textures of tree bark, or patterns in sand and water. Well, we're not doing the sand and water because I'm clearly not at the beach. But, whenever I come to the woodlands, I always look for, and it's another cloudy, overcast day, I always look for shafts of light, beams of light coming through the woods so that I can hopefully capture, just a pool of light. But this challenge is more about getting up close and seeing minuscule details. Now, I was watching YouTube yesterday. I always do this. If I'm not watching football or documentaries, then I'm watching YouTube. And on the tube feed, on the television, was a channel called Minuscule. So I thought, I'll have a look at this. It's animation or something. Turns out it's these fabulous shorts with no talking, just music. And they create little 3D CGI insects, and they have them situated in scenes of real life. So actually they're photographing in the woods branches and stones and leaves and that kind of thing, but they put their little... I'm going to put a little clip here for you so that you understand what I'm talking about. Great escapism, but I loved it for the cinematography value that it was giving me. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to kind of traipse around the woods here, bit of a bimble, and see if I can see any textures, get some close-up. It may actually mean I've got to do some focus stacking. So I'll have to make sure I take plenty of shots. Normally I'll do foreground, midground, and foreground, so I'll get 3. And there's always those layers that are blurred. So if I'm going to do focus stacking, then I'm going to go up to 10 shots. See what we can get. Anyway, it's textures, and I've got to find myself a subject. So let me get traipsing. I feel I'm going to have to get my knees wet on this episode, so the jeans are going to have to be washed. And I'm going to have to use the live view to show you. Intimate, what did it say? Something about intimacy. And so I've got this lichen on the ground with the leaves, textures. Lovely. And actually, if you look around, there's not a lot that I can find. And what I could actually consider is just stay in one location and just take pictures of leaves, get really close to them, get their textures, get their shape, get the colours, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go for this lichen. See if I can get some nice textures in it. Really close and intimate. I've got the white balance on shady, because it's shady and it's giving me the orange hues. I may regret it, but there you go. I've got lots of nice leaves. I could take some pictures. Might have to go manual focus on this, and that way I can do some bracketing to get the... You will notice that I'm not using the tripod. I don't think that's a bad thing. Going handheld is quite, therapeutic. It's just you and your camera. Take some pictures. Have these ones. I'll go and see if I can find somewhere else. I think these challenges are really interesting. They're actually making me take photographs kind of out of my comfort zone. And that's not a bad thing, because if nothing else, it will just always expand the portfolio. Not that I have a portfolio, but you know what I mean. My range of skills as a photographer. Oops. We're going sideways here. Yesterday's video, I dropped the the wind blew the tripod over, smashed the DJI. That's the second one. I'm still filming on the old one here, which takes an age to actually sort the gimbal out. Anyway, you don't want to hear those tragic woes. I just might have to revert back to the GoPro and the external mic as opposed to the radio mic. What can I see here? It's just woodland, but I'm thinking all these little stumps that are in the ground, maybe there's something that I can take some close-up intimacy of. This kind of thing here. Is it showing? Yeah, there it is. They've done some cutting down of trees, but I want textures, so this whole clump is really nice. And I've got to get intimate, so I've got to get close to look at the bark and the textures on that. Look at that. With the fern. And then the kettle drum, whatever that is. Should I take a picture of that? I'm going to take a picture of a couple of these stumps, I think. They're pretty nice, the fact that I've got the leaves in there. I forgot I was in manual focus then. That's nice. Get close up here. Ooh, you can't smell it, but it smells very countryside. And too close, even at 18mm. 2 shots, that'll stack. Intimate bark. And shapes. Very nice. It's using shallow depth of field as well, so that you blur out all that background. And you can do this kind of photography just in one location, can't you? It looks like the mountain from Close Encounters. Lovely. Right, I'm going to find one more location, see if I can get some shots, have these images. A random puddle shot. Not necessarily close up and intimate, but I do have leaves and mud. I might be able to do something with this. My knee is completely sodden. However, we're going to go portrait, I think. Landscape. I'm getting the reflections of the sky in the mud. How much of that sky do I want? It's more of a landscape shot than, let's go right in as well. The cyclists are out and I keep meeting them as they're doing their little trials. You can see them there in the edge of the wood. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Come right in close, like that. Get the edge of the puddle, the mud. That's intimate details and patterns, isn't it? Let's do it. Look at this knee. I'm going to have to wash my jeans when I get home. Have those pictures. I'm not feeling too inspired by this, what do you call it, this challenge. It's challenging me, but it's out of my comfort zone, to be quite honest, intimacy. And I think it's because I want to see something instantly, and I'm not seeing things instantly. And because I'm only doing the challenge, you know, in a set window of time, then I'm not giving it my full attention. But I'm doing the images and I'm doing the challenge, so hey ho. Have those images. I'll go find maybe one last location. Okay, I've got one more scene. I've detected these single leaves which are sitting on the branch. I've got 3 or 4 of them. It's like they're hanger-oners, as it were. There's one there, one there. There's a tiny little one down here, and then there's a couple in the background there. So what I can actually do, I've turned the white balance off, put it back on auto, so it's just giving me too much yellow. There's a single spider coming up here. Talk about minuscule that I was talking about. What a lovely looking creature. I don't know if I can get it in focus. No, it's not doing it. Anyway, back to the leaves. I was going to take the picture of these leaves, wasn't I? I don't even need to focus stack. I can just let them do their thing. Are you picking me up? Microphone. Battery's going flat on that, so I better hurry up. Nice. We'll get in on that one. Because I'm going for a shallow depth of field. It blurs everything out in the back. Let's get it even further down. 6.3. That's better. Do that one again. Much better. This one here, as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing textures and leaves and shallow depth of field, and I'm in the woods. No, didn't like that. Wrong light. Let's do it that way. You can have too much of a good thing, and I'm having too much of this thing. That spider's still there. That's when I need a macro lens. I'm going to bring it down. I don't know if you'll see it, but there's a tiny, tiny spider on the end of this. If I get out the way, it might pick it up. Oh, he's dropped. I made him drop. Where are you? He's gone back up. It'd probably be blurred, but I've done it anyway. So I'm going to leave you with that gallery. That is the end of day 2. That is out in the woodland, taking textures and intimacy with the subject. Strange one, to be quite honest. I think I'm going to have more fun with my other challenges. But I did it, and that's good. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the gallery, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next challenge. Bye for now.